this week's Rogers McKee YouTube video, we're going to be discussing how to react to setbacks. Let's go! So welcome to this week's Rogers McKee YouTube video. This week we're going to be discussing how best to react to setbacks within recruitment, business in general I suppose, and it kind of comes from a LinkedIn post that I put out there earlier in the week where I used a Mike Tyson quote of everybody's got a plan until they get punched in the mouth, and I think that's apt especially in recruitment because, as I'm sure everybody that's in recruitment that's watching this knows, at the start of the financial year or the calendar year, you'll sit down and you'll put a budget together of what you're hoping to achieve for the following 12 months. In some cases, people forecast out significantly further than that. And it's all well and good having a plan and trying to stick to the plan and the targets and the goals and the revenue that you're hoping to build in the next 12 months or the size of the business that you're looking to grow in the next 12 months. That's all well and good, until something comes along and smacks you in the mouth. And it happens regularly in recruitment. Unfortunately, whether you're building a business, whether you're building a desk, you're dealing with people ultimately. You're not dealing with inanimate objects where if you're selling pens as an example and you get an order for 1,000 pens, you know that 1,000 pens are going to turn up with the client. It's a people person, it's a people role, it's a people industry, and people unfortunately will let you down. And they won't start roles that they say they're going to start. They won't turn up for interviews. They will get offered the job and get counter-offered where they are. They will leave your business. Unfortunately, that's the nature of working with people. And it's very important that when that happens, to make sure that you're reacting in the right way. So should you just give up? Should you stop? Should you quit? Absolutely not. I'm pretty confident that you all expected me to say that. It's about how you bounce back. Challenges in of themselves aren't an issue. Where the issue comes is when you bounce back or how you bounce back from those challenges. So what do? Do you sit and sulk? Do you get yourself into a negative frame of mind? If you've had a bad month, do you just sort of reduce your work load? Do you reduce the amount of effort that you're putting in and sulk and woe is me, have the woe is me attitude? If you do, then you need to change that mentality. So if you do have a setback, if you do have an offer that doesn't go in, or somebody leave your team or your business or whatever it may well be, how are you going to bounce back from that? Well, the first thing to say is let's make sure that we're bouncing back in a positive frame of mind. It can't get you down. You can't allow it to get you down. You've got to come out firing the next day, ready to go again, ready to build more money, ready to get more interviews, backfilling the job that's just let you down, getting more opportunities for the client that you've just let down, and making sure that you build those relationships. In all reality, it's quite a lot easier to build relationships with clients in adversity than it is when everything's going well. Because if you react well to adversity and you manage the process well, they're going to be much more likely to use you again in the future. So making sure that you bounce back with the right amount of positivity, making sure that you follow through the right steps to backfill the role, to find other options, doubling down on the effort, making sure that, right, last month wasn't what I was expecting it to be, or I've just lost a big client that I was expecting that would keep me busy all year. Right, I need to double down on my effort now. I need to go and make it happen. I need to make sure that I replace that client with an equally big one, or multiple smaller ones that will give me the same revenue. So positivity is absolutely the first thing that you need to do. Doubling down on your activity and your effort is absolutely the second that you need to do. And get the buy-in from the people around you. Hold yourself accountable. Make sure that people around you know what you're trying to achieve. So yeah, this has come out of left field, but I'm still looking at billing X pounds this year, or X dollars this year, or X euros this year, or whatever currency it is that you operate in. And I'm going to make it happen. And hold yourself accountable. Make sure that you're accountable, and make sure that that drives you forward every day. You can sit, you can wallow, you can reduce your activity, you can be negative. That drags people around you down. You're not a great person to be around. You need to have the right attitude, the right mentality. And if you do that, you'll absolutely succeed. You'll absolutely bounce back for the better, and you absolutely shouldn't quit. So make sure if you do have any setbacks that you're bouncing back properly. Make sure that if you've liked this content, that you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and we'll be back next week with another video. See you then.